Okay, how about that? Can we hear now, okay? Oh my god. Oh dear. I trust that that's actually working now. We're okay? Okay, fantastic. Well, hey, that's cool. So, you know what? In OBS, there's a thing that allows you to monitor sound and mute the output. Apparently, that's the one I decided to go with today. So, hey, let's try that again, shall we? Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rykon here, and welcome to the Town Hall. It's been a while. It has been more than a little while, and I think this is apparent. Yeah, I mean, that just shows... it wouldn't be a Town Hall if there was a little bit of muting going on, right? And here I was during the intro, like holding my breath. Typical. Well, I have to say, I'm very, very happy to see you all here. And yes, it has been a while. Our last town hall was in July, at the very start of July, and we are now at the end of September. So there we go. Peyton Y, thank you very much for the super chat. Waking up Janet. Yes, I will be screwing up your sleeping tonight, Peyton. That does sound like more of a threat, but yeah, we'll move on. Evelyn, yes, we are getting the problems out the way early. Janet is awake, Janet is aware. It's good to see you all here. Julie, thank you very much for your super chat there. Wow. Janet, you're getting the emojis. Well done. Well done. Janet is muted? Is Janet... Are you not hearing me, Janet now? Oh my god. Oh, it's all going on today. It is all going on today. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Don't hear Janet? Okay, fantastic. I guess I'm imagining things. You should be able to hear music now as well. My god, I don't know how this is... You know what? I know exactly what's happened. This is an OBS update. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay, alright. We're gonna go ahead and... yeah. My gosh. My gosh. Okay. We should be able to hear Janet now. Barnacle, thank you very much for your super chat. And let's hope that Janet is hearable now. Right. There we go. And I'm hoping we're getting something from Janet here. Oh boy. Well, yeah, it's been a little while, and obviously that is apparent based upon... Yeah, nothing? Still nothing. Well, you're gonna have to trust me that Janet is reading these things out for now. I'm gonna make one other adjustment here, and I think that probably will fix it. Okay. There might be a little bit of a double up here. One moment, caller. There's gonna be a slight delay in my voice. But you should be able to hear Janet soon. Yeah. We'll move past this. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Alright, so. My voice should be gone. Well, you should still be able to hear me. Okay. Oh boy. Well. There we go. Less doubling. Less doubling. Well, okay. So, here we are. Things should be okay now. Should be. Oh boy. Well, we've had an interesting start to the stream so far. And hopefully that's the end of it. It should be the end of these troubles. And this is why you don't update things, you know? Oh dear. Well, regardless, I think we're going to be okay now. I think we're going to be okay. Well, okay, welcome to the Town Hall. If you've never been to a Town Hall before, it's effectively where I talk to you and screw up a whole heap of things on the internet. It's a chance to ask some questions for me to attempt to answer them. It's just a chance for us to hang out and have a good time. But now that you can actually hear me and hopefully hear Janet, we should be going. Okay, Ben, thank you very much for the test.
Testing 123.
123, Janet. 123. Okay, I think we're good. I think we can hear Janet now. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. That's good. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so, yes, here we go. We have a question from Storyhouse about Dusk. Are we going to see Dusk next in Dust? I'll let you know.
Are you all right, Kiwi? Where is Amelie?
Nanania, thank you very much for the super chat. Amelie is asleep at the moment. I'm going to see if I can grab her at some point throughout today's stream. Or rather, she'll probably start clawing at the door. We'll see what happens there. But yes, first question about Dust. Spoiler alert. If you're not up to date with Dust at the moment, something happened in the last episode. We might have a new character. Who's going to be joining the fold. Dusk is tricky because Dusk is mostly based around mutations and simulating those mutations in New Vegas and Fallout in general.
That is a tiny mug.
Not so easy. Bionically challenged, yes, you are correct. It isn't actually a mug. It's more of just like it's for espresso. It's a very small one, or rather, I am a very large individual. We haven't considered that one, have we? It's a possibility, so there we go. Spoiler alert, something may have happened. Something may have happened. El Muche. Where is Zealand at? Zealand is on a little bit of a break at the moment. We have actually recorded the next episode, but I'm hoping to be able to record some more before we start to release it again, purely just because we ran into another lockdown in New Zealand. So things are lightening up here again, so we should be able to have some more in-session games very, very soon. So yes, fingers crossed we'll be able to have another one soon, and that means that I will be able to get it going once again. We also do have a Zealand one-shot, which I'm going to be releasing before the others, and it's a doozy. It is a doozy. Tamu. Well, thank you for popping in to say hello. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Aeola, is Ritual Cast okay? Yes, it is. However, it's not going to be out this weekend for a number of different factors, but also because the Town Hall is today, and I've had to dedicate my energies and efforts towards that. I do want to try and get Ritual Cast back on the other weekend. I've been wanting to do that for a little while, just so we aren't playing on the same weekend that I'm editing, because I just end up not having as much time. I'm very, very sorry about that, but the wait is going to be worth it. The episode that's going to be coming out, there was a really, really big gap between those two episodes, so it's a wild one, to say the least. We're very happy to be back and playing D&D. We've recorded a session after that just last night. So we've still got enough to go for a while, which is nice. Yeah. Ah, dear. Vincalion? Yeah. We've been pretty good jumping back on that. Ramsden! Thank you.
Thoughts on Microsoft purchasing Bethesda?
Hey, Verdant! What's up, dude? Yes, we did get stupid. We did get stupidly stupid, but hey. Ramsden, thoughts on Microsoft purchasing Bethesda? I was surprised, to say the least, and potentially excited. It's going to give them, hopefully, freedom to do what they want to do. I feel like a lot of the decisions that they've made recently have been to help fund projects that they want to be working on. Fallout 76, for example, I feel like was a way for them to bring in the funding that they needed for Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6, etc. Who knows? Who knows? It could be disastrous, for all we know. I mean, these big acquisitions, these big mergers in the past haven't been great, like Blizzard and Activision, for example, but hopefully we still see the core Bethesda team together doing what they do. Let's hope. Let's hope. Ah, dear. Yes. Yes, that is the very same Verdant. You are right. Amazing Fantasy there. That is that is Verdant that one-shot a zombie bull. That I was like, here's going to be a cool boss encounter for them. No. Ah, dear. All right. Frickin' moron, which you are not, of course. Any chance for a Crusader Kings 3 on the channel? I mean, I loved Crusader Kings 2. I haven't had a chance to play through yet, but I'd have to say, yeah, I'd like to do more of a narrative let's play with that. But yeah, I'd love to. I'd super love to. It's just a question of time and all the rest, but hey. Alpha Wolf, is Skyrim done? No, we're kind of on a hiatus there as well. Ramsden, thank you.
I do fear the Microsoft acquisition, being a PlayStation owner.
Yeah, I feel like exclusives for them wouldn't go well. I guess we'll see what ends up happening there. But yeah, it might be a timed exclusive thing. It's really difficult to tell at this stage what that's going to look like. But Alpha Wolf, we aren't done with Skyrim yet. We aren't done with Leon's Tale. There is another season. I've kind of stated before that it's very heavily dependent on some pretty big mods which have been in development for a long time. But I did leave Leon's Tale in a position where, should that never be developed, I can go in a different direction potentially, but it just, yeah, it does depend on that. So this is why we've had a long break in between that. I've been working on Ashes as well. To get that back. It's all recorded. The editing process is a lot more difficult than I remember, and I think it's just because I'm becoming a little bit more of a pedantic perfectionist, which isn't good. But hey, it's going to be back, I'm hoping, next weekend at this stage. If everything goes okay this week. I've had a few topsy-turvy weeks, the last few. You might have noticed there have been a few things that haven't been on. There was a long break where we didn't have any William. And obviously we had a few more than 1 month now where we didn't have a town hall. And that's just because things have been all over the place, really. But hopefully things are settling down nicely now. Scott Tatum, good question about Enderal RP. That is still planned and hopefully going ahead. I've been testing it just to get a good idea of what we're going into and how I can have a character that works in a roleplay sense but also works mechanically at the same time. Yeah. Random name. Am I doing YouTube full time? Yes. Yeah, this is me. This is me full time. And weirdly enough, there never seems to be enough time in the week. Ever. All it takes is one or two small things to go wrong, technically, in an edit or anything like that, and it can throw everything out, which is fun. But many of you are very, very understanding about that. this is a solo project. It's just me. Obviously, Ritualcast and all the rest, we have a cast, but yeah, just me sitting here behind the screen, doing what I can to be entertaining. Jooms, has it been 2 years? Wow. It's been a long time since RimWorld. Yeah. Like a muted Townhall. Yes, Ramsden, like a muted Townhall. Exactly. Even though I have people that will say, make sure that, you know, yeah. And I was pretty certain. Ah, dear. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, Eowyn, I'm kind of excited about having a bit more of a focused story. I guess we'll see. Could be good fun. Should be. And Amazing Fantasy, thank you very much for that super chat there. Much appreciated. And Janet, are you still here?
Hey man, I think you should give State of Decay 2, Juggernaut Edition a try. Could make a great light roleplay series. It's a personal favorite of mine.
I haven't actually had a chance to play State of Decay 2. I played 1 quite a bit, and I really did enjoy it. I actually kind of wanted to do State of Decay 1 originally as a carry-on of Nick Miller's tale from Project Zomboid, but just not Nick, his brother. So there's still a possibility that could be a happening. Yeah. Again, it's just... it's a matter of time. Ben, thank you very much for that plug there. Yes, if you have a look at like Ben's message here, right there. Hello, Ben. If you haven't had a chance to join the Discord yet, you should. There is a fantastic group of people there, like-minded individuals, who, yeah, I think you'll get along with rather well. It's weird, it's wacky, but it's wonderful. Eowyn, a TARDIS would be nice, or just a hyperbolic time chamber. Just, yeah. I feel like if I had an extra 2 days, I would be set. Absolutely set. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Avon, what would I do to advise someone who wants to get into... wants to do RP playthroughs? It's tough. It's, yeah. Where to start? It's a big question. Ramsden, thank you.
Still waiting on that Oblivion roleplay with Dion, Leon's great-grandfather.
Oblivion, one day. Morrowind 2, of course. Getting into doing videos. I think the main thing, especially with RPs, is outline a character that you're gonna enjoy playing. Something that isn't too challenging to begin with. Have a ton of motivation to drive that character forwards. And make sure that you're enjoying doing it in the first place. Because when I first started making these videos, I was making these videos for me. I legitimately didn't think that anyone was going to be watching them. I was just using YouTube as a place to store the videos so that I could watch them back afterwards, because there weren't as many roleplay videos on YouTube back then. I was like, I want to watch more stuff. So I made stuff for me to watch, which I know sounds strange, but you know, if you approach it from that direction, I think that can work out. If you're making things that you know that you're going to enjoy, there's a strong chance that other people out there are going to enjoy that as well. So, yeah. So yes, there we go. Trevor, sorry, I missed your question there. Could I go into a little bit of detail about how I bring characters to life and give them such deep lore? I personally need to have quite a bit to go from when it comes to like role-playing a character. You want to make sure that you've got a decent backstory to kick you off, but you don't want to have too much there as well. especially when we're even doing characters in D&D or tabletop games and all the rest. Have a good backstory, but leave yourself room to grow. I think with Leon especially, and Logan, many of the other characters that I've done so far, you don't want to have them late in their journey. You want to have them very, very early on if you can. I mean, for Leon, he was already accomplished as a Legionnaire at the time, but his life was going in a very, very different direction, so it was the beginning of a new journey for him, so there was more to explore. Yeah. Hey there, Int. Hello? We've got a lot of Ritual Cast in the chat today. We sure do. But yeah, you wanna have you wanna have shoes that you can grow into. So yeah, that's the best advice I could give around that, and in terms of like building a character as well. Yeah. Ryan, I am also curious about the Luna playthrough. Yes, it did drop off. I'm rather disappointed that it happened. It's a tricky one. I was trying a different format, and you never know if it's gonna stick or not. A lot of YouTube is just throwing things out there, seeing if it works, seeing if people jive with it, and if they don't, sometimes you've just got to adapt. And yeah, even JF, that's another scenario there as well. Outer Worlds was another thing that I was trying out, seeing if it stuck, and it didn't seem to. So with both Luna and the Outer Worlds, I was trying to do things a little different, and yeah. So the Luna's Tale was clicking for me, but I feel like the format wasn't working as much for everyone else. And I can understand that, because Cataclysm is a game that is very, very mechanic heavy, and pulling back from some of those mechanics sometimes and just focusing on the story, isn't always going to work, especially if you're used to a specific style that I do, which is, with Cataclysm, it is the mixture of roleplay and mechanics together at the same time. So I'm not going to say it's the end for Luna. I more than likely will need to do a reboot there, or I could try to continue on from that point where we're at. And there's still a chance that we'll still be able to try and bring artwork into it as well. It just won't be in the same style that it was done before, where it was different. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In that scenario, it just didn't work. And I do try to go with what the overwhelming consensus is, like what the majority of you seem to be pushing towards, and yeah. So there we go. And same kind of thing with Outer Worlds, where it just didn't seem to jive with the community here. Yes, there were a fair few of you who were watching it, but there wasn't enough to warrant the time that was going into it. That's the really tough thing with the RP series, because they do take so much longer than, say, something like Dust, for example. Most of my permadeath series that I do, my survival series, they're a lot easier to produce, because they're not as edit heavy, because a lot of it is important, because at any stage you can die. Whereas the role plays, they're much more cinematic. There is a lot more time that goes into them, and so if it's just not really hitting, if it's not landing with all of you, then there's probably a different roleplay that I could be doing that would be, better fitted. So there we go. JF, that is a pretty good possibility of doing more of a roleplay light series with Outer Worlds. Yeah, quite possibly. I feel like that might fit better. It might be a game that's better, better set for that. Supernova, make it more of a survival series. Yeah. I suppose we will see. It doesn't have to be the end of Grey. We can bring Grey back for it, but yeah. So, we'll see. We will see on that. In the mood for a Let's Relax soon? Yeah, it'd be nice to do another stream. We were talking about RimWorld earlier as well. I have been wanting to jump back into RimWorld and test that all out. I have seen many of you shouting about Seeking Sovngarde in the chat there. You know what? I feel like that's a possibility for us as well. It's going to be dependent on what's happening with Dust, because Let's Relax is very rarely relaxing. Very, very rarely. Oh dear. Let's Relax with Among Us. Yeah, of course. Super relaxing. No tension at all. Yeah. I completely lost my train of thought there, but hey, that's okay. It happens, right? But yes, Seeking, yes. I don't know if I want to be running Seeking Sovngarde and Dust at the same time. I feel like we've maybe got 2 more possibilities in Dust in terms of characters for exploration. And I'm really tossing up between the next 2. Yeah. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided on which I'm going to land. But yes, there is definitely more for us to do with Seeking Sovngarde. 100%. There definitely seems to be a want for it, so... I live to serve. We'll get that done. Yeah. Zach, thank you very much for the super chat there. We'll let Janet get to you. Scott, indeed it will. Indeed it will.
Ever had an experience when ripping a character that also ended up changing your perspective or personality IRL? If so, what was it, and what character?
That's a really interesting question. I think the thing is, to a degree, all of my characters have an essence of me in there. Some more than others. Whether they changed me is an interesting question, because I do try to separate character and creator as much as possible. I'm not sure. I don't think that I've personally been changed, but I think as I have changed, my characters have changed as well. Because we're never static as people, we're always changing. There's always going to be things that alter our perspective on different, things. So yeah, I don't know if my characters have influenced me as much as my evolution as a person has influenced the characters. There isn't much of Elliot in me. Let's just put that out there. I don't eat people. Hey, yeah, Leon did nearly knock me out a few times, and while role-playing Blake and Waylon and all the rest, I did pass out recording them, so I guess they affected me, and Doom Guy destroyed my voice, so yeah, I mean, they had physical effects on me, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm sure I don't eat people, Fantasy. I'm sure. Ah, dear. Yes. Yeah, well, Elmoch, it is a bit of it is a niche role-playing game, that's for sure, but I'd love to see more people playing it, as always. Yeah. Good thing to check. We're very nearly there. Yeah, we are coming up to Lotum time. We're about a minute away at this stage, so prepare yourselves. We're getting there. Any new games in the future that we'd be interested in? I don't know in particular. There's nothing jumping at me at the moment. I've got Bannerlord. I've been looking forward to Bannerlord for a million years. Jean, thank you.
Kisses from France. King of Roleplay smile, you really deserve more subscribers. Sorry for my bad English X.
Thank you very much. And Ramsden. Indeed. Yeah. Load 'em. Yeah. I mean, I am a Kiwi after all, so load 'em. Yes, of course, Cyberpunk. I am excited about Cyberpunk, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I think the thing is, like, especially when it comes to game releases as well, you know, I seldom manage to keep track of them now, because a lot of the time when I'm playing a game, it's because I'm playing it to record for this. So, oh yeah, of course, Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry, like, my mind was just blank. I am super excited about them, but yeah. And yeah, Avon. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I did a playthrough towards the end of last year. Verdant? I think there has to be, right? Yeah.
There better be a Baldur's Gate 3 RP.
I think I'd find it very hard not to make an RP of that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be more of like a roleplay light series potentially. It depends. It does depend. Yeah, I don't know if it's full blown roleplay material, but yeah, the possibility's certainly there. But hey, no more time for questions. It is now time to announce the Lotum. The Lotum is the Legionnaire of the month. It is someone from our community that has gone above and beyond, that has risen out of the fold to perform some great act, some great deed, something to be proud of. And so, with that, it's been a while since we've announced a Lotum. We are going to do a drum roll. So, here we go. Let's get ready. The Lotum of the month for the month of September, which we are currently still in, is work for me. Work. Flopkin. If you don't know who Flopkin is another YouTuber who cut together an absolutely hilarious and wonderful highlight of Elliot's journey throughout Dust. I was blown away by, well, for one, the effort of going back through all of those different episodes and finding those moments that really hit. They fit together so well, and just the humor of that edit was fantastic. So I don't know if Flopkin is here today, but I'll make sure that I get in contact with Flopkin as well, just to extend my thanks to them for that absolutely brilliant highlight reel. That was the perfect way to finish off Elliot's tale, and well, it also perfectly fit at the end of the episode so that none of y'all was suspicious as to whether or not he pegged it or survived. So yeah, it was perfect. And there's a strong chance that there might be more of that as well. So yes, once there is a full comprehensive highlight, I will be sure to share that on both Twitter, Facebook, and on Discord as well. And I'll post it on YouTube with the post feature. So there we go. So Flopkin, thank you very much. I absolutely loved that series of highlights. There were so many moments that I had forgotten about that yeah, it was great. It was really good. So there we go. Birthright, have I ever considered doing live action role playing? I haven't done any LARPing before, but I'd never say never, because I love tabletop role playing. It would just be a question of the right scenario and the right people. So yes, possibly. I mean, I'd love to be able to do full-blown cosplays of some of my characters somewhere down the line. Like, I'd love to be able to do a cosplay of Logan, cosplay of Leon. I'd have to do maybe a bit more of a basic Leon. Maybe Leon at the start. Because armor, yeah, not my strong suit. Yeah. Pig Machine, does the Forest roleplay tempt you? It certainly does. I actually did a test roleplay of the Forest like 4 years ago, I think. So hey. I'd say never for a game, and sometimes I will jump on something as soon as it comes out, and I'll be like, yep, sweet, fantastic, gonna make a roleplay out of this. Yeah, I sometimes will want, like, in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to do a Dishonored roleplay. I know Dishonored has been around for, you know, a very, very long time, but I've always wanted to tell that story. So, maybe the Forest. I'd say never. There's always a possibility. It might just not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be a year from now, but with time, there's a chance for all things. It's just fully dependent on what comes out and when, and yeah, we'll see. Yeah, cosplaying Dusk would be a little different. Giant green woman with cat ears and a snout, yeah. But Aelin, I'm actually planning on doing a full-blown Hessel roleplay for Armageddon this year in Auckland, which is at the end of October, which I shall be attending. Nanania, thank you very much for the super chat there. You won't be kicked out, don't worry. Just Janet we'll get rid of her.
With the risk of being kicked out, what is Baldur's Gate?
So Baldur's Gate is a top-down kind of isometric role-playing game. I'm pretty sure it's called a CRPG. I can never remember what the C stands for, but there we go. Was Baldur's Gate like kind of the first within that series of? I think so. Quite possibly. Because you had Icewind Dale and everything else that came afterwards. Does CRPG stand for computer? Really? Is it just computer RPG? I can't remember. I'm probably not the best person to answer it, but hey, there we go. Star-Lord Bob, thank you very much for popping into the town hall. Let's see here. Thank you, Fantasy. I'm glad you're enjoying Zealand. It is a challenging system, but I feel like it's very rewarding in that as well. Yeah. Planescape came first? Really? Interesting, because Planescape is just so different. I'm pretty sure that it does have a voice protag. More than likely. I am definitely looking forward to Cyberpunk. Whether or not I'm actually going to do anything with it here on the channel, I'm not sure. Not sure. Oh, your dad lost his hand. Yeah, losing limbs seems to happen a lot in Zealand. Triton can attest to that. Yeah. Earlyn, I don't know if I'll do a video, but I will definitely post some pictures of the Hessel cosplay. Definitely. I need to sort myself out some good contacts. And I've got everything else. I've got everything else I need for him. Yeah, I think I'm set. I've even got the blue. Yeah, got it all. Vincalion, it's okay. It's okay. Planescape came a year after, right. Yeah, I don't know if Baldur's Gate was the first of that style, but it's been around for a while. It's been a long time since Baldur's Gate 2. We've had the remasters in between and all that, but yeah. Douglas, I'm glad that you're into a... Sorry, my light's just falling down at the moment. It seems to be steady. That's okay. Oh dear. Sorry, mine went. Dishonored. Yes, I've been wanting to make it for a very, very long time. It's got so much potential for roleplay within that story. Yeah. We had a rather fun time with Ritual Class last night because the backdrop was kind of held up by tape, and it was falling down a whole heap. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. We managed in the end. It's a very, very janky setup, but hey, it's a setup that works, kind of. Yeah. Wow. Very good, Vin. Very good. Yeah. Oh yeah, the backdrop totally dropped down. Yeah. One time at least completely, and the other times I think it was just a little bit, so yeah. JF, you said you recorded an episode of Dishonored a while ago. Yes, I did. Except, unfortunately, the audio was just completely blasted the whole way through. The gain was set way too high, and that's why it's taking me so long to go back to it, because I put a lot into that first episode. As I'm sure any of you who have played Dishonored will know, it's an emotional start to the game, you know? So I wanted to make sure I had enough separation. There definitely has been enough separation now that I should be able to go at it again, but yeah. Wasteland 3? I played Wasteland 2 before. I haven't had a chance to dive into 3 yet. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there are just so many. There's so many games that make for a possibility for roleplay or light roleplay series or narrative series. There's always going to be, yeah, an opportunity for more there. I am looking forward to doing like a proper roleplay with Bannerlord. Obviously, William's Tale is just me experimenting with it and just seeing what's going to be possible. Yeah, I've got some plans for it. It's going to be very, very different from how William's story has played out so far. He's definitely more of a tester than anything. Birthright. Your son requested a Jurassic World and Minecraft roleplay for kids. I have been very, very tempted to do some Minecraft stuff in the past, especially when RL craft was like a big thing, especially in terms of like survival stuff, but yeah. Oh, random name. I'm so excited for just the modding community to get their hands on Bannerlord. Yeah. My like ideal, and this is super niche, but my ideal Bannerlord mod would be the Berserk universe during the Golden Age arc. Just those different warring factions. That's my happy place. Right there. Right there. And again, I know that's super niche, but there's some of you who will be aware of Berserk and that time. So yeah, that would be my top mod. That and obviously anything Middle Earth, any of the Lord of the Rings mods, if they start making their way over to Bannerlord, that would be fantastic. And they do seem to be a lot more open with their modding tools. So fingers crossed we're going to get some really good stuff there, because surely they are aware that the reason that people were playing Warband for so long was because of the mods. Yeah. It it just keeps things alive. It keeps things alive. Yeah. Am I going to play any other tabletop RPGs in the future after we've completed one of the series that we're on now? I mean, the possibility is always there. I think at the moment we're kind of at capacity with what I'm able to do, what I'm able to like edit each week. In between Zealand and Ritual Cast, it's a fair amount of edit time. So who knows? Who knows? I'd never say never. If we were to do something like that, it might just have to be a different format. More of like the live format. So who knows? Vincalion, stealing the Narnia's question. Sorry, Narnia. Sorry, Nanania. I must have missed that there. What do I think of the fanfic? I love all of the fanfiction across all of the different series that we have going, but for some reason, William's Tale just seems to just draw it. There's so many great writers in the comment section of that just bring to life aspects of William's world that we just don't get to see. So, yeah, I do really enjoy reading them. Very good question from Bionically Challenged. What is my ideal sandwich? My ideal sandwich, sandwich? I'm pretty sure I said sandwich. My ideal sandwich. There's a place called The Fed in, like, the CBD in Auckland. They have this, I'm pretty sure it's a, oh man, is it a turkey sandwich or is it a chicken sandwich? I should know this, it's like my favorite sandwich. No, it's chicken. It's chicken sandwich, it's very, very simple. It's just like, nice bread, chicken, I think with like a little bit, it's been a while since I've had it, but like with a little bit of lettuce there, and there's like a chicken crackling in it as well, almost. Just very, very light, kind of sprinkled throughout, and it comes with dipping gravy to dip it into. It's unreal. It is a religious experience. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. Yeah. For some reason, I can't remember the inner details of the sandwich. It's been a while since I've had one, but there we go. Pig Machine, have I ever read My Immortal? I haven't read it, but I've definitely seen internet historians reading of it. I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about, right? Are we thinking about the same thing? I think so. Quite possibly. Ramsden, you've never seen a more in-depth sandwich answer. Well, you know, you gotta take these things seriously. Sandwiches, you know, it's not... You don't mess around. Ah, dear. Yes, it's very, very good. You'll have to trust me on it. If you ever get the chance to make it to Auckland, head to the Fed, pick yourself up a good one. I can't even remember what it's called now. It's been too long. Far too long. Taku Supreme, thank you very much for the super chat there.
Do you any other recommendations for other players on YouTube with a focus on story over optimized gameplay?
I think find a game that you enjoy specifically as well. It doesn't always have to be something that you know, a lot of other role players have been doing. It can be something that hasn't been done. I think try not let any of that stuff dictate what your decision is going to be, like what you want to play. Start with what you want to play, like what story you want to tell. Yeah, it doesn't have to be something that hasn't been done yet. If it's in Skyrim, that's fantastic. Skyrim's such a big open game. There's so many different stories that you can tell with that. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, random name, great example there. There are so many different versions of role-playing. Krug Smash, officially Devon, they do a very different form of narrative storytelling with the game. So it doesn't always have to be specifically one character. Or just, yeah, doing a character. It could be narrating events. There's a lot of varieties there. We're very, very lucky in that there's a wide spread of different styles on YouTube now when it comes to role playing. So yeah, you've got a lot of good examples out there for what can be done. Amelie's passed out on the couch. Well, there we go. Yeah. She likes to get up at 4 a.m. to get fed. Oh, we had the clocks jump forward in New Zealand last night, which was fun. Yeah. It was 2 o'clock and I felt like, yeah, cool. This is going to be good. I'm going to get up early in the morning. It's still fine. And then it just jumped from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Losing an hour. Totally forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. Martin, good to see you. Hello there. Very happy. I'm very happy to have you here. Ah, dear. I'm still having glitches. I need to get checked up. Yeah. Will we get to see the room? At least when the curtain dropped. I haven't given a tour of the place yet, have I? It's a little difficult to kind of see what's going on back here. See if I can... It's really dark back there, unfortunately. So there we go.
Would you ever do a Pokemon Nuzlocke RP?
I need a second there. Nuzlocke. I don't know what Nuzlocke is.
Do you have time to play for yourself? If yes, what games do you play that are not for the channel? Thanks for content.
Oh, good question, Christopher. It is pretty rare. Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've been playing through recently. Nothing, I think. Nothing currently. Actually, I mean, that's a lie. No, I'm playing through The Last of Us 2 with Inut at the moment. Yeah, we've kind of been doing a shared playthrough of that so far. Yeah, there is an abyss back here, Vin. It's, yeah. Well, actually, like, physically right behind me is our D&D table. It's, like, sandwiched right up against my chair. Yeah. Nuzlocke is a hardcore challenge where your Pokemon dies on defeat. Oh, I see. That's rough. That's super rough. Oh dear. Random name. Yes, I did play Red Dead Redemption 2 for myself. During the level 4 lockdown, me and Inut played quite a bit of Red Dead. Yeah. Yes, I do. Whenever there's clickers or shamblers as well, especially. Yeah, that's usually when I jump on the controls. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very thin veil between Sovngarde and the material plane. It's also a little green. Yeah. Well, folks, we are somehow towards the end of the town hall. We've got about 10 minutes to go, so we're going to enter something of a lightning round. So if you've got some questions that you'd like to get out, fire them away. I will do my best to answer them. Yes. The lack of sleep has seemed to have had an effect on my ability to talk, but it's never that great, so I'll see how I can do. Oh dear. You're back playing Skyrim for the 10 millionth time? Well, that's the thing, Martin. There's always another different style of playthrough that you can do, or new challenges that you can set upon yourself. Pesky, am I going to do RimWorld again soon? Yes, I don't know if it's going to be soon though, but yes, I most certainly want to do that. Voiced Seeking Sovngarde and or other permadeath. Seeking Sovngarde more than likely will be returning once we have wrapped up Dust. Wow, that took way too long. That took way too long for me to figure that out. Ah dear. There we go. Alright, let's catch up here. Pepperoni or sausage? Sausage? I am English. Coffee or tea? Coffee. Boots or shoes? Boots. There you go, Michael. We got there. Thank you, Nanania.
Thought PS on new Crash game?
Haven't thought too much about it. I used to play Crash a lot back in the day. Whether or not I'd do that just for fun on the side, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've done a like a platformer like that, so I'm not sure. It hasn't jumped out to me at the moment, but yeah. Eowlin, will there be a video of the new place, at least the room for RP and office? Possibly, quite possibly. Yeah, I got to do a bit of a tidy up in here. It's always in a strange state because it's always kind of between, you know, D&D setup and also Ritual Cast setup, which is, it looks weird. It looks very, very strange. On camera, looks fine, but in real life, it looks super bizarre and cramped and weird. Yeah. Vin Callion, bath or shower? I gotta say bath, but unfortunately, don't have a bath. Only got a shower. You know, what can you do? Deadpool or Batman? Batman. Leon Briefs or Leon Briefs? They've got to happen, Ramsden. They've got to happen. Yep. Yeah. Dogmaster or Bounty Hunter Kenji series? Not sure, because like we have jumped back into the Sand City tale at the moment. Yeah. don't know. I was very, very tempted to do the whole Dogmaster, you know, Bone Dog Lord kind of playthrough. But yeah, I feel like there was enough desire for the original story. That's yeah. Aelin, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, she needs a beauty sleep. Chicken or turkey? Why not both? But I'll go with turkey for now. Blake or Waylon? Blake at Waylon? Blake or Waylon, I think, right? Miles. I'll go with Miles. I thought I could hear movement. I might be wrong. Do I think that Starfield will be an Xbox exclusive? Oh! Oh! Here she is. Hello. Let me grab a hold of you. Okay. We have a cat. I don't know how afraid
Blake
she's going to
Waylon?
be. Hello. Hello. Amelie made it. She's awake. She seems to be rather grumpy about being awake, though. Oh dear. Ami, look, look. Look at camera. Hello. Yeah. Well, she made it. She definitely wants to be back asleep, though.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there's a lot of hair. There's a lot of hair. Oh. Wah. Alright. There we go. I don't know, Lude. Whenever I'm talking to Amelie, I always go into weird Russian. Look, I don't know. I don't know why. You know, cats can have these effects on people, right? For some reason, whenever I talk to Amelie, I slip into a Russian accent. Ah, dear. She's French as well. She's not Russian. Ah, dear. What can we say? Ah, boy. Ah, boy. Well, Amelie made it in the end. She's back awake. For now. For now. Ah, dear. Well, there we go. There we go. Your new cat looks French. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's it, Martin. You know, you don't get to decide. It's just the cat decides. That's it. That's it. Oh, dear. See, I didn't even notice that I did that as well. I didn't even notice that I did that. What can you do, eh? Yeah. Maybe, Aolin, maybe. That could be it. That could be it. Yep, Nanania, you know how it is. Yep. I mean, look, you know, JF, I still desperately want to do Stalker. Yeah. Believe me, I don't have a good Russian accent, so maybe I could do something kind of Russian, but not. Any of you who have seen Zealand will know how much I struggle with Russian accents. It was such a bad decision of mine. I was like, you know, what's an accent that I'm not good at? Russian. Okay, cool. I'm gonna introduce a really important faction that are all Russian. Well done, Rykon. Well done. Good job. Way to make your life harder. Bionically. Thank you. Martin. Dark Souls. Apparently you broke Janet there, bionically. Oh no. There we go. I'm still finding cares.
STALKE R2?
R2. R2. D2. Yes. 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 Yeah. Believe me. I'd love to. Most certainly. Ah, dear. Also, is this town hall extra long? Well, what I do is I start 10 minutes early just to give y'all a chance to, filter in. But, well, there we go. We just tipped over on the hour. So, we are going to be wrapping things up here for this town hall. Thank you so much for putting up with the technical difficulties at the start. Thank you for making it along. If you're watching this afterwards, thanks for watching along with us. If you can, make it along to the next one. We should have this on time next month. Granted, no mysterious or terrible things happen or occur. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything else is going to get back on track next week. And we'll also have Ashes back on your screen, among other things. Apologies for Ritual Class this week. It's going to be out next weekend. It's going to be happening every following weekend. Every fortnight from that point on. So there we go. Yes, with that swell of music, we're going to be wrapping things up for today. Patrons, please do join me after the town hall for our chat. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. Continue the madness off screen. Yes. Thank you all for making it here, for putting up with me, and well, there we go. We are going to be leaving Sovngarde for now, until next month. Thank you once again for joining me. I have been Rykon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.